Hello. Just thought I'd showcase what I've done so far with the Saboteur. He's level 88, so he's had a bit of play since the expansion came out. But he's ultimate. He's a dual wielding ultimate viable kind of character. But I saw people asking if Nightblade is hardcore viable for ultimate, and a lot of people dying early, like within 50 levels. But this guy's survived quite well. Hasn't got the greatest of health. He defies all convention. Saboteur is Nightblade Demolitionist, as you can see. Doesn't play to the strengths of a Nightblade, using cold, pierce, and bleed. But he does build pretty well. And although he's not the biggest single hitter, he does a lot of damage very quickly. So poor resist as well. I mean, this guy's in ultimate. Ignore how he looks. You know, the items I'm wearing that aren't even optimized are. I've just done the illusionist thing because that's fun. Makes him look a bit cooler. He sort of looks like the damage he does now, because he does a ridiculous amount of chaos and fire damage. It's pretty high markup. Unbuffed. So that puts the damage per second to a comfortable sort of 26k. That's without anything procced. I'll quickly show you devotions. So survivability, bit of damage, survivability, damage, survivability. I've got 10% attack damage converted to health at the moment, which helps him stay on his legs. And with blast shield proccing at 60% health, I've got. Oh, why is that not attached to anything? It's dangerous. That's very, very dangerous. Put it on there for now. I think it might have been on Vindictive Flame before. That's very dangerous. I've been running without that. Let's just check everything else is connected. That's a big lifesaver, as I was trying to say about life-saving stuff. Why is that undone as well? I've got a point available. What's going on? Alright, my character's currently confusing me, but hell. I was coming down here for some life. There's loads of life down here, and I can get into it straight away. But until I get the 5 points, I haven't quite worked out what I want to do. I want to try and get into either Phoenix or up here in the Torch, but it means I'll probably have to come out of Dryad's Blessing. But for now, let's have. I don't know what to take. Let's have 15% damage. Oh, tip the scales. Anyway, devotions. There you go. 60% health. My blast shield comes in. That's 990 damage absorbed. 40% health. This is active. 2,500 damage absorbed. But before that, this comes into play. This character really works off of the basis of just keep hitting. I haven't got the best resists, but when this comes into play, plus the damage absorption that comes in and around it, I'll be having 85% attack damage converted to health, which is lovely. Plus, I love Giant's Blood, Dryad's Blessing, those two things proccing, keeping me up. Pneumatic Burst, that gives me a lovely 30% health return. And also, when Pneumatic is active, I get almost 30% chance to avoid projectiles and melee as well, which is pretty cool. These are the bits that are going to get me killed eventually. Got next to no resists on stuns. Immobilization's basically crowd control. I don't resist it as much as I need to. Stun, 0%, rubbish. So that's what will probably kill me in the end. But here we are. I'm in ultimate. I've made it this far. Just going to show you some content of how he does his damage. Doesn't even have a good chance to crit this guy. I'm mostly in physique rather than anything else. But he hits hard, he hits fast, and he's fun and exciting to play. So if you want a hardcore viable character to play an ultimate, I'd recommend this guy. guy provides you with some entertainment. Just incinerates everything, really. I mean, that's trash. So trash is trash, but his kill time on most things is pretty quick, even bosses. Got some good stuff. Mix in with this and here. Some triple star boss kills and stuff like that. Purple boss kills. Not really much that phases him. He's on his way through Act 3 at the moment. I don't see any reason at the moment why he shouldn't get all the way through the game. Like I said, his gear is actually terrible. Alma resists, CC resists are terrible at the moment. With all the mythic gear out now, he is able to farm quite comfortably. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get some pretty handy gear. It's just hard to let go of some of these things, like the pair of rings I've got. These elemental balances. I've got the I think I've got the Sapphire, Mythic Sapphire plan already. But Elemental Force, that's that big swirly colourful thing you see spiraling around me. That is such good fun. It's going to be so hard to let that go when the time comes. So I normally put Thermite Mine down on a big boss if I need to, debuffs. But I popped it as I was saying it and it just fell apart a lot quicker. It's 21% I believe fire debuff at the level I've got it on, and a 19% 19% debuff on Eos. I haven't moved yet, by the way. These hot, standing on all their AoE dots, whatever they do. Just quite happy to take it, reach it. And nothing really procced there. No blast shield, no turtle shell. Yeah. I'll put some other clips on for the bits and pieces I've done in the past. If you're looking for a viable hardcore Nightblade for Ultimate, he's got the ability. Really great play. If you want to know more about him, if you want me to post anything on forums of how I made him, because he defies convention. He's not a conventional Nightblade. Not playing to the advantages of a Nightblade. You know, Nightblade comes with inherent cold debuffs, piercing debuffs, and poison debuffs. I'm not using any of that. I'm in fire and chaos. And, look how pretty it is. Look how pretty it is. Who has as much fun as me playing that character? I see reflect characters, like real good tanks, you know, 86% chance of block. Like hardcore reflects and retaliation builds. I just think how fucking boring that must be to play. I mean, literally, if you want to fall asleep while playing, you can with that build because it won't die, but it will put you to sleep playing it because it's dull. If you want to play something exciting, I'll give you a bit more on this if you want, because he's good. Not ready. Damage. Nice and fast. Oh, cheers for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you later.